coach.
And I am Kenyatta, a therapist at Atlanta Couple Therapy.
And I'm Dr. Lewis, the founder of Atlanta Couple Therapy. If you want to connect with us, go to AtlantaCoupleTherapy.com.
Welcome to If I Was Your Therapist, where we break down your favorite Black movies
and give advice as therapists
to specific situations that pull at all our heartstrings. The next character that we have for today is Sheila and Mike. Now, to be honest with y'all, I really struggle with this because there were times that even though I'm a psychologist, I just wanted to reach through the television and just shake Sheila. I wanted to shake her, y'all. And this is why I wanted to shake her, because you have this beautiful sister that this man is just trying it with. On every side. And then you have Mike, this feeling so good about himself enough to have the audacity. Audacity is at an all-time high, y'all. Please know audacity is high in these streets. And so he had the audacity as when they are getting on the plane, and she's a little bit overweight, beautiful Black sister, but you know she got some cushion, she got some curves, and the seat does not accommodate her. And to me, I feel like as a strong Black man, you say, if you going, we going. We both getting off this plane together. But instead of this man doing it, he decides, no, you go ahead and drive in a snowstorm. I told you audacity is at an all-time high. So he has her drive in a snowstorm by herself. This is the type of provision this man is providing for this woman. And he perceives, now this is crazy to me. This part right here got me the whole time. He has the audacity to fly with her friend who he is cheating with. Lord Jesus, be offense. Be offense. And so for me, that was some of the toughest parts of this movie, that scene. But I was so happy to see Sheila move on with her life. You know, bless the Lord. Sometimes a closed door is really God shifting you and moving you into a space that you need to be in for your next level. And so she meets this brother and she pushes back against him a bit. She's not ready. Sidebar, you got to make sure that you take time to heal before you go into your next relationship. Otherwise, you'll take those same insecurities into your next relationship. I just want to open it up for the coaches and therapists in the room. What are y'all's thoughts about this case?
So you brought up a real good word, audacity.
All time high.
So not only did I have to get off the plane, because at this point I'm Sheila. It's biased. You done asked me to get off the plane. Not only that, but you done invited your little on the trip. How? What?
Oh,
okay, cool.
Jesus.
So now your little who is my friend, who has acted like my friend this whole time, is on the trip.
Yeah.
You decide you're the one who pulls the Band-Aid off the whole trip. You aired everybody's business. Like, yo, stuff don't stink. Okay, cool. Just so many points where I was just like, she good, bro. She has to be a good-hearted woman.
Yes.
Because I would have been up under the prison.
That
by
part,
now.
right?
They would have been like, you know what? Let's carve a hole up under here and put her there.
Exactly.
Because the things she did, horrible.
Right.
But she was able to deal with it. But that also let you know where her self-esteem was.
Yeah, see,
that shed so much light on where her mental was at that time, because we were infuriated for her. And sometimes we can be like that. We can be more mad about someone's situation than they are. But there's a gem in that to let you know where that person really is. How severe they're really hurting, because you feel more passionately about advocating for them than they feel about it for themselves. And, I advocated for her in my heart. I said, you know what, I'm going to have to pause this. I done seen this movie 1,000 times, but still.
Every time that part where Sheila gets me.
Yeah, that Sheila's, that piece there, I just know that individual therapy that she's going to endure after this.
So necessary.
It's so necessary. It's going to be so empowering.
The way he, and I don't want to villainize Mike.
Okay.
Right?
That's not what I'm struggling with that.
Right?
Because I think that there's a therapist for every client. But the therapist that is not for Mike is this one right here. Because I would struggle with that. And let me tell you why I would struggle is because I feel like you have to have some self-awareness. Like, for change to happen, it seems like you have to be able to see yourself a little bit, what would be your advice to Mike?
So if Mike were my client, I think that I would identify the fact that he checked out of his marriage a long time ago.
Ooh, that's a good point.
He checked out of his marriage a long time ago. And so for me, it would be helping him to understand that that has happened. And so what are the next steps for you? Because I don't know that Mike was going to leave Sheila. Right? And so the reason why I say I don't want to villainize Mike is because Sheila's playing a role in this. If you remember that scene of her driving the whole time praying to God, God, help me save my marriage.
It was a hard scene.
She wanted to save her marriage. And sometimes we can be so blinded by what we believe that we want that we will drive ourselves off a cliff because we don't have that level of awareness about what's not for us anymore. Now, Mike was operating as a single man because he was a single man still in marriage. And how many couples have we seen that way?
A lot.
They come to counseling sometimes. You're married, no longer committed to this marriage, but you were still legally married on paper. And so Mike did do his share of breaking her down.
For sure.
And for him, it was about the weight.
Yeah.
And guys, we got to have a real conversation about the fact that contributes to a lot of issues in marriage.
Yes.
Now, did he do a good job of helping his wife to understand, baby, I'm no longer attracted to you and I am tempted to sleep with someone else?
Ooh, that would be hard to hear.
Yeah, because he said that. It just wasn't as nice. It was like, you big as a house. When she tried to come in there with the lingerie on.
I think it's a way to say things. Like, you can say anything, but the way you say it. And he was just so... he struggled with his communication.
He absolutely
I think my biggest thing with him was what would be the telltale if I could be his therapist is how vocal are you willing to be? Are you really ready to talk about that? Because like you said, I'm here for it because like you said, Sheila accepted those things, and that's fine. Okay, cool. But if I'm just dealing with him and I'm only hearing his side of this, I don't know what Sheila has going on.
Right.
I will only hear his side. Yep. But if he's not vocal, it will be holes in the story to the point where I don't feel like we will really get anywhere. So it just really depends on how open and willing he's ready to talk about things.
Yeah. And change. And how willing he is. Make sure you tune in to our next episode where we will be exploring all of your favorite Black movies. And if you want to connect with us, then definitely go to AtlantaCoupleTherapy.com so that you can book your session today. And I'm going to throw it to Miss Cookie over here.
And if you want a life coaching session with me, swipe up on my DMs at Cooks